Good evening, everyone, and welcome over to race 6 of the season 2 of NR2003 KFC Fantasy Series. We're here at Indianapolis. That's right, the place, the track of the Indianapolis 500, or we call it the Brickyard 500, 400 in NASCAR.
400.
Yeah, for Brickyard 400 in NASCAR. Yes, we're here at Indianapolis for the second time ever. And yeah, it's going to be an exciting race, definitely. We're having some couple of changes coming up to this race. Of course, Cam Wright is back after subbing for some unknown driver I don't want to mention. And a new driver is coming in for Meeks Racing. His name is Nolo Hamilton, who will be racing in the number 55 car, having launched an entry by Meeks Racing. But without further ado, let's get ready for the qualifying session. Who will qualify on pole? What the fuck is the public enemy number 1? He's on pole, alongside Imperious Delta in the number 10, Yu Miyazaki number 14, in third place, Dylan Hayden in fourth place. That's an interesting qualifying for him in number 48. Jerry Chen 5th place, John Palmer 6th, James Jameson 7th, Drew Walker 8th, Billy Joe 9th, and Solomon Sheridan 10th. And the rest, as we go down the order a little bit more, everyone should start the race as normal, unlike what happened last time. Sally Appleseed missed last race, having failed to start for some reason. Oh, and our brother John Appleseed will start last place. Apparently, there was news in the last race that John Appleseed will not be joining JC Motorsports from next season. At least as a satellite team, he won't have any connection with JC Motorsports to race for them next season. So we'll see what happens to John Appleseed for next season. Right, without further ado, let's get ready to start the race. I think this is the last race in the US before we head off out of the US, at least overseas, for our first race in Canada.
I see pretty much all the Leland Motorsports cars all in shot right now.
Well, we'll wait and see. Meeks Racing and JC Motorsports are really strong right now in the past few races, thanks to their rating system, which gave them an upgrade to, give them stronger results.
Got a few new schemes debuted today. We've got 2 new paint schemes debuting, the 51 and the 55.
We're looking at the 51 right now. As you can see, he's got a slightly different scheme compared to last race. And we find a new driver, Nolo Hamilton.
5-hour energy joint. And now the 55 should be easy to spot because of the green spoiler and banner.
That's right, as you can see. Green and yellow. Don't get things in the muddle. Don't get confused which car is which. They're always easy to spot by color. Right, let's get close to the safety car. Rolling start. Let's take a look. Well, let's start to listen to the famous words in motor racing before we start the race.
Drivers, start your engines.
Is the ticker working?
It says no time.
That's fine. That it
is.
should start, rolling the timers and stuff. If it's the NR2003 is not started, then yeah, I can tell that I'll need to restart the game, I think, and maybe the OBS. But yeah, it should work fine. Do let me know if it's starting to work or in any way. Whatever, yeah, just tell me if it's not working or not.
Alright.
So we have what we call one of the worst top twos in qualifying, top two starts in qualifying. Imperius Delta and Alex Young will make up the front row. I almost forgot there was a suggestion to change the safety car, but for some reason I haven't got time to think about it. We'll have to see. Lots of the safety cars we had were Dodge Chargers, etc. Pretty much the same model, different schemes, but we never really had a dedicated safety car for our series. That will be something to look about. We need to be serious in taking things into consideration. All the cars rolling up. Oh, we see two almost identical paint schemes for Jameson Motorsports. Jerry Chen will be racing a similar scheme to what Cat Rose has driven like a few races ago, with the exception of the jet blue logos around the car.
Here they go.
And
Down
away
the
we go.
front stretch, the green flag will fly.
And here we
Green
go.
is out, and we are underway here at Indianapolis.
As all the Hill Meeks cars will have onboard cameras fitted that we should hopefully see if anything happens near them.
Hopefully there's not going to be a big
Turn number
one at
the
the very
10 has
first.
a really good,
Jerry Chen is
really good
appears to be
send.
flying right now. As Imperius Delta takes the lead from Polster to Alex Liang. Alex Liang is staying there. Hopefully he behaves in this race. Oh, Alex Young wants to take that lead back, but is he gonna lead this lap? No. Imperius
No.
Delta will take the lead. Oh,
Maybe
but
Delta.
just before the first corner, Alex Young just barely
Almost
made it
really
to the
wide.
front, just after the first corner. So Alex Young is back in the lead. Oh, and Dex Miyazaki up into second place. Imperius Delta is now starting to fall back, and he's got Jerry Chen under pressure. And who's that behind Jerry Chen? There is Dylan Hayden in the number 48 Ecofresh car. And Jerry Chen attempts to move on.
Shen's gonna try to pass
Imperius Delta
the
makes an
10.
easy pass. He makes an easy pass. Well, not quite actually. I think Jerry Chen must have went in a bit too early. And thanks to that, now he's got Dylan Hayden alongside him. Now he's going to start to put on the pressure on for himself. As he's now got Dylan Hayden on his left side.
Richard
Oh.
Petty Jr. on the outside, falling back. All the Hill Meeks and Leland Motorsports cars all having issues.
Well, we'll check them on the Hill Mix Racing cars in a moment. You can see on just on the right that, well, all of four of them are now racing around together. They're like 13 to 16 for the Hill Mix Racing team. And who's leading the pack? I think that is Kendrick Meeks. Well, maybe not anymore, because he's got, I think, Riley Hill passing him now. Oh, Dex Miyazaki is now leading. Dex Miyazaki is leading as we come into lap number 4. Imperius Delta back into second place. Alex Young continues to hold. Oh, here comes Imperius Delta. And he's not quite.
Between the two cars right there.
Solomon Sheridan is getting passed by Drew Walker. And it looks like an easy pass as well for the JC Motorsports Racing team driver, the number 47. Dex Mizaki continues to lead with Imperious Delta in second place. Alex Young is still hanging on to that third place spot. Dylan Hayden is putting on the pressure for putting him under pressure as he makes that move and he goes past Alex Young, and so does Jerry Chen. So it seems as though Alex Young is starting to lose place. He's starting to lose spots. In fact, probably more spots than any other driver in a lap. But not yet. He managed to respond to what was happening, and I think he stays in fourth place. At least he still loses that spot to Dylan Hayden for third place. Oh, and here comes the championship contender for last season, Solomon Sheridan. Jerry Chen up into fifth place. And Cam Wright in 10th place. We've not seen him a lot for him in the past few races. Oh, with that, who is that? Riley Hill. He's right behind Cam Wright. And we see an overtaking attempt for Solomon Sheridan as he tries to make a move on James Jameson. Ooh, Jerry Chen makes a move on Alex Leong. Hopefully Alex Leong does want to make it easy for him. Ooh, not quite. Alex Leong.
The 51. Where's the 51 gone?
We'll find out where the 51 is, and that must be Arthur Xavier. He's right there, as well as his new teammate, Nolo Hamilton. Yeah, he's right there. He's right there. And Nolo Hamilton is like just ahead of him. And now they're working together. Two Monster Energy cars working together, trying to get past Sally Appleseed. And it appears they are.
Both the Hamiltons are there. You got Noah Hamilton, then just ahead of him there's Avery in the 5.
Wait, where's Avery Hamilton? That's not Avery Hamilton. That's Arthur Xavier.
No, I mean ahead of them.
Oh, pardon my butt. Pardon my butt. Is there, right there, right behind the last of the 3 Hill Meeks cars together, in front of Richard Petty Jr. And Arthur Xavier makes a move on his new teammate, Nola Hamilton. Oh my goodness me! That was so close. I don't know what's going on there, but Arthur Xavier did a bit of a risky move, eventually got it. As we head back towards the front, who is leading? Ooh, and Paris Delta's now leading, I think. Don't know if he led, don't know if I saw him passing, but he's now leading with Dylan Hayden up into second place. Dex Miyazaki Dex Miyazaki, not Dix. Dex Miyazaki in third place. And Jerry Chen up into fourth place. But Austin Leong, my bad, is pressuring Jerry Chen to start moving. Oh, but Leong is now losing spots already, thanks to the 3 cars. I think he hit the wall a little bit. James Jameson, Jerry Chen, and Cam Wright both went past Alex Leong. That's like 3 spots for him. That's pretty amazing. A bit of redemption from what they did to them last season. Drew Walker is currently the fastest, the highest of the JC Motorsports cars up front. He's currently on 4th place. He's got James Jameson right in front of him. James Jameson up into 3rd place, I think. Was it 3rd place? Don't think so. No, 4th place, my bad. But Drew Walker is attempting an overtake on Jameson. And he has made it. John Palmer, I'm not sure if he has scored any points. I think he did score 1 point. But then he has lots of bad luck since then. And he has got Riley Hill right behind him. So he's going to lose that top 10 spot.
That car now having a winner's sticker on the side.
From Darling? No, Kentucky. He the winner.
Same with the car behind him. That also has a newly added winning sticker.
There's Kendrick Meeks. Riley Hill won Martinsville, and Kendrick Meeks won Kentucky, and of course Older Club last season. Mendoza's starting to lose ground as one of the other Hill Meeks cars, Avery Hamilton, goes alongside him and gets past the number 29. There is Tyree Lowell. He's got Cat Rose, the lowest out of all the JC Motorsports cars, behind him. But with her extra grip, she goes alongside Tyree Lowell. And I think it will be successful. And she takes it. She's currently down into 25th place. But she's got a lot to work on if she wants to get back to the front like she did, like where she was around the last few races. She was contending for the win at some point. But then luck strikes out for her. It didn't work out for her, and she continues to make an overtake on, I think that's Cam Wright Jr. in the number 8 car. Now she's got Alfred Strush right in front of her. Things starting to get laggy a bit. Thanks a lot, Mr. Ticker. We'll get back up towards the front and see how the front are doing. Dylan Hayden is now leading the race, having overtaken Imperez Delta. And now we've got Drew Walker in front. He has just overtaken Drew Miyazaki for 3rd place. Cam Wright making a move on Miyazaki. He's going to go for it, and he takes it. Oh, he might even make a move on Drew Walker as well, as Jameson also does the same with the other 2 drivers in front of him, gets past Miyazaki. Alex Filon is trying to make up some positions back. He's currently in 8th place, having lost 3 positions in 1 lap. Thanks to the superiority of the JC Motorsports cars and couple of others as well. James Jameson, I think. James Jameson is getting really raced right now. In fact, we know what happened last race where James Jameson, gets spun out like not just once but twice. And I think thanks to that, he must have lost a tire, or his tires worn out, and well, maybe his tires didn't wear out, but has some sort of a failure, which basically put him out of the race. He had to go to the pits and retire. And there he goes. He goes past Cam Wright for 4th place, I think. And now Drew Walker is got a long way to go to get to the front. He's got Imperez Delta in front of him, but he's like a couple of seconds, I think, in front of him. Oh no, they're the 2. Imperez Delta makes a move again on Dylan Hayden to take his position back. The lead back. But what they should know is that Drew Walker is coming for them. So now at least that's their warning for them. Like, they're going to have to start getting away. Because what they're doing right now is they're delaying the time to get away from them. Because Drew Walker is currently faster than them. We can definitely see that. Here comes Cam Wright. He's got lots of draft behind him to try and get past James Jameson, and he goes for it. But not quite. Solomon Sheridan back in the mix. Dex Miyazaki is falling down to 8th now. He was in 3rd place around 5 laps ago, but now he's down into 8th. Now he's got Solomon Sheridan to deal with. Oh, he's now making a move on Sheridan, last year's championship contender, and he has done it. And Jerry Chen, unusually watching the other cars up front. I think he wants to see just in case if there's a wreck coming up, then he can have the advantage. John Palmer still in the top 10, and all the Hill Meeks cars at the moment are still outside the top 10. Ooh, Thomas Giuliano wants to be Darren Hard Sr. again. Oh, these cars are now pushing themselves around. Oh, they've gone past the new driver, I think, of Nolo HamiIton, and now he's starting to continuously lose positions as he's on the bad side at the moment. He's got other cars trying to pass him. He's got the next car set to pass him is RiIey HiII in the Lightning McQueen number 2 car. I don't think it's going to end well. Rei Ayanami is near the back, unfortunately. Let's get back towards the front as Drew Walker makes a move on Emperor's Delta. I think Drew Walker could be up for the win based on his pace right now. In fact, we're only in lap 17, so we're nearly halfway. Almost surprisingly. Drew Walker makes a move on Emperor's Delta, and I think he has made it. Okay, I think somebody just joined the server. Don't know who was that. RCR fanboy. Don't know who that is. Or anyway.
I sure do.
Oh, we'll talk about it later on. Who just joined the chat?
It's
Jerry Chen.
I did. It's me. Okay, yeah, of course everybody goes quiet as soon as I join. Anyways, how are we looking?
Well, all good. No cautions yet. And Dylan Hayden, surprisingly, is still in the lead. But at least it's a bit of karma for him because he's driving a number 48, even though he's not a Lowe's car, it's an Aquafresh car. And he's got Dylan... No. He's got Drew Walker chasing him now. Drew Walker is climbing up in second place now.
Good. GC Cadillacs being strong as always. What is going on further back in the field?
Well, we know Hill Meeks Racing are starting to climb up towards the top 10 now. I think they're about to now. This will probably be the first time in the race we see a Hill Meeks car in the top 10, as Kendrick Meeks tries to make a move on Tristan Mendoza. Jerry Chen is looking under pressure right now. His Cadillac doesn't seem to be really working right now. I think it's just a matter of cars around him. They're putting him under pressure because of the drafting. Dex Miyazaki, who started in the top 3, I think. Somewhere in the top 3, but he's falling back a little bit more. He's still in 8th place, but probably won't be for long before other cars try to pass him.
Can we see the full... I guess the ticker will come up in a second, so I guess I'll just watch that. But
Yeah, no problem.
what's the full field rundown like?
Well, we'll take a look in here in the race. The number 48 is currently leading, but for number 47 has caught right behind him. I think it's worth watching the... Oh, he's gone past Dalen Hendon for the lead. We have a new leader now. Drew Walker is now leading.
Quite a margin too, the 47. It's Drew Walker and Aspen Dental Cadillac.
Number 10, currently in 3rd place. That's in Paris Delta. Number 23, 88, 11, 42, 14, 36, and 29 round out the top 10. Then we will move down the order. 15, 19, 21, 54, 31, 43, 5, 99, 53, and 6.
Ooh, this is actually not
And
a
the
great
rest...
day for my team then.
Well, I mean, not quite. Well, not quite. I mean, you're also in the top 10.
Yeah, we got Walker in the lead, and I'm obviously in the top 10. But compared to the other races that we've had, I mean, both the 43 and the 13 are sort of lagging behind right now.
I mean, it's more like their cars... It's not a matter of their cars are doing too great. Like, maybe they want to save up a lot of resources just at least to save money and so on. I think it's more of like, maybe he's just getting used to continuing to be successful, the team. I mean, they're not newbies to Indianapolis at this point, especially, that they've been there last season working on the track. Don't know, I forgot who won in Indianapolis, but it's definitely not a JC Motorsports car. Of course, you got the more experienced driver of Drew WaIker. I think
I actually don't know who won at Indianapolis.
I just forget. I just do races and just forget about it like I don't care about it. Jameson. I think he's climbing up a little bit. Of course, maybe he wants to save his tires. Camera
looks like Meeks will have a third car. Well, I guess fifth car, or I don't know.
There is Kendrick Meeks. He's up into 9th place. Austin Leon's starting to lose ground right now. He was a bit of a pressure with the other rival cars, but now it's starting to fall back. John Palmer now outside the top 10. And we've got female driver Billy Joe making him. Oh, that was close. That was close. I think that very same corner, Billy Joe almost got hit by the other driver. I think Chen. I think. Well, I almost forgot, but yeah, he almost fell victim to that of being touched by another car. Oh, Richard Petty Jr. is not having a good race, and so does Cat Rose. Although they're somewhere in the mid pack, but
bit of an interesting situation going on within the JC camp right now, which is Richard Petty Jr., who is set to leave the team at the end of the season. Very, very unhappy with the team owner, due to incidents between JCM, HMR, and SOR. I don't know how that might affect their performance, but, we have seen that Petty Jr. is consistently one of the better drivers over at JCM. And as I say that, he gets overtaken by Cat Rose.
Bit of luck paying out for him. He's got another female driver behind him, Sally Appleseed, who is back after that unfortunate last race at Martinsville.
And another interesting thing going on with the Appleseed family, John Appleseed, out of the HiSub Racing seat for next season. Another JC affiliate. Obviously, he came on board because of Richard Petty Jr., and so now that Petty Jr. is leaving the team, and he has been putting on very subpar performances at HRE, he will be out of that seat in favor of, well, it's either going to be Quinn Mullaney full-time and being the only driver in the HRE car, or it's going to be Borat Sagdiev. It's Borat.
Not to be confused with the comedian. He's just a driver. Not to be confused.
Yes, not to be confused with the famous Kazakhstanian journalist portrayed by Sarah Cohen Baker. No, he's just a driver with the same name. So
exactly, just a foreign driver from somewhere in Eastern. Yeah, Kazakhstan, somewhere in Eastern Europe.
So yeah, that will be a new driver. From what I've heard, and since I make up all the stories, it's correct. What's gonna happen is Quinn Mullaney, the driver of the current 6 car, and Borat, who isn't currently in a car right now, he will make only part-time starts for JC this year. They will battle it out for the JC Motorsports seat that's going to be left vacant by Richard Petty Jr. at the end of the season, with Cessna sponsoring that car. So that should be interesting to watch.
It'll be all very interesting. Hopefully we can see our first Mercedes coming onto the grid. We don't know what are the plans of having Mercedes run on the field. There were rumors of SLR planning to run Mercedes instead of Dodge from next season, but obviously nothing has been confirmed as of yet, and the team are refusing to comment on the rumors as of yet.
Meanwhile, WaIker up front with an almost 2-second lead now. And as his JC Motorsports Cadillac continue to charge down the field. And further back in this field, things have sizzled down a little bit. Kendrick Meeks has taken over 8th spot from Chen, and Austin Leon is the last person in the top 10. Riley Hill, another Hill Meeks car, is in 11th, and then Billy Joe in the 31 back in 12th.
They're falling back a little bit. They were 16th, 17th. Now they're like 19th, 20th. As Richard Herman, I think, must have gone past the 2 JC Motorsports cars.
Yeah, so we can see 2 JC cars up front performing well and 2 in the back performing not that well. I'm wondering if this is a difference in chassis, because JC are building some chassis tailored to the new Cadillac body, and some are just old Chevrolet chassis. I'm wondering if that chassis has caused this difference in performance, because we have seen days where all 4 JC cars have been so incredibly strong that, like, obviously that 1, 2, 3 performance.
Caution's out.
They're Terry Lowell.
Caution's out. I saw something.
Caution.
moving.
Something's gone wrong.
I saw a caution. Caution.
Their caution.
Looks like caution
he is
out.
going
Yeah.
out.
Caution is
What
out.
happened?
Caution lights blinking.
What
It's a
happened?
51.
Ooh. Bad news for the 47 car then.
I don't know what's going on. I think somebody span. But I guess it
was
wasn't actually a big
51,
wreck or anything. But I'm sure at least 1 or 2... Oh, Sally Appleseed. Sally Appleseed. Oh, there it is. Now we're looking at Sally Appleseed. I think must have been punted by Arthur Xavier. Let's take a look at the replay. Thomas Giuliano is in the mix. Is he involved as well?
He goes for a pass
Oh.
on Sally Appleseed. Doesn't work.
And
he gets
bang
into
off.
Appleseed, and Appleseed just turns him. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, it
Appleseed
almost hit
goes to the wall.
LaForge Henry.
Oh, my God.
No, that's not going to be good.
Yeah, 51 and 99 in a bit of a trouble. I think that's coming out of turn 3. Or, well, going into turn 3, and that's going to cause our first caution flag. Yeah, right
Go on board.
With the Xavier now. That's 99 Honda in front of him. Okay, he just gets into the side of Appleseed. And Appleseed never leaves that quarter panel, and bam, there he goes. Both cars into the wall.
Both
Okay,
cars.
51 got the work of it. Yeah, LaForge Henry definitely got into the back of the 51 as well. Or the front of the 51, I should say.
Go
Okay,
on board,
in the Pfizer
Sally.
car now, that's Appleseed. Yep, into the wall. There they go. Just looks like Appleseed might not have that much damage on that car, but
Well, significantly.
we're hearing from the 47 radio right now. 47 is very angry about the situation. They had a very convincing lead that they might lose.
Sally Appleseed has gone into the pits. I think she might be having trouble with her car. I think there might have been some damage caused to the car, caused by the crash. Oh, she's gone out now. But she better hurry up or she will lose that lap. We're now 10 laps to go, amazingly enough. We haven't been paying much attention to counting laps. We're now 10 laps to go.
I assume people will be pitting now.
I'm pretty sure. Well, I don't know. I mean, considering we're like 10 laps to go, I don't think it's likely to happen. I need to sort out the pits. To make sure all pit stops are mandatory. Maybe I can test them.
Maybe they won't pit.
Well, whatever. Pits can be optional depending on the circumstances.
Lights are gonna be
Soon.
on.
Oh,
Yeah,
Sally
lights still on.
Appleseed is
Roger.
set to lose that lap because she's already right in front of all the other leaders. There's no way she's gonna gain that lead back up the restart, and that is gonna put a lot of hassle and burden with the leaders in front of them. This is not going to look good. I think Drew Walker's getting angrier now. Oh no, where is Appleseed? I think I must have missed.
Caught up to the pack.
Oh, pardon me. I mistook Appleseed for Drew Walker. No, I mistook Drew Walker for Sally Appleseed in terms of the color. They look almost identical, even though they have different chassis.
Yeah, Spotter Nightmare today is gonna go to the number 50 or number 47 and number 36 and number 99. 36.
Sure, I have a feeling the 30, I have a feeling the 51 and the 53 would win that.
Oh yeah. Spotter Nightmare award today goes to, I don't know. I think the 47 and the 36 was giving me a bit of a nightmare, but they still looked a bit different. But the 51 and the 54 or 53, I don't know. The two Hill Meeks cars, or Leland Autosports, I should say, Leland Autosports cars, look incredibly similar.
Okay, we're ready to go.
Yeah, there you go.
Here we go.
We're
How
like
many laps to go?
8 laps to go now. 7 laps to go as we cross the line. Now.
Actually, no. 8
No, it's still
to
gonna
go
be 8
this
laps. 8 laps to
time.
go as we come across the line.
Now we're 7 laps to go. Jameson,
sorry.
what is it up to? Let's see if Drew Walker can recover and build up a lead
Walker out
again.
front. Trying to establish that lead that he had. Looks like the 48 is not fast at all. He's not doing great. And you can see Walker already building a lead now. But further back in the field, people are giving him a bit of a challenge. Yeah, that's Walker going to be driving away now. But further back in the field, they're too wide. That's going to be an 88, Cam Wright. Going to take that position from the number 23 car. That's Jameson.
Where is in Paris
And
Delta?
then look, there's a Hill Meeks car in the mix. Don't know quite that is because again, you know, Spotter Nightmare. But there's a Hill Meeks car in the mix up front as well. Xavier severely off the pace. That's to be expected. That's a 19 of Kendrick Meeks, I think. It is. He goes to the bottom. He goes to the quarter panel of the 23, trying to overtake the 23 as well. As Cam Wright Jr. comes to assist. Not the 19. CT and HMR not good friends right now. Honestly, JCM and HMR not good friends with anybody right now. But there he goes again. That's number 88 now, trying to make a move on the 19 and the 23. Not gonna quite work out for him, but he stays on the bottom. And there goes the 19. Nowhere to go. He's stuck on a high line. 88 might take that position from him.
Oh, we have a lead potentially changing. Dylan Hayden makes the move on Drew Walker.
Oh, I swear to fucking God.
And he takes it. Dylan Hayden could win his first race if he carries on like that. But of course, Drew Walker knows what to do. He's got similar pace.
Walker with a crossover move now. And he falls back.
He's falling back a little bit, but we don't know for sure how that will end when the race starts to end.
47 is running back to set up for another pass down the bottom.
Potentially.
Giving the 48 a bit of a space now. There comes the 36 doing the same as his teammates doing. Look, he's caught right back up, the 47.
He's in 8th place.
Oh, bit of contact with Jameson and Sheridan, I think. Can we go back to the lead, please?
Yeah, no problem. Oh, another yellow flag caution.
Caution's out.
Oh dear. What happened?
Close.
What happened down there?
The question is,
Whoa!
this might take us to the end of the race. Who's the leader?
Oh, I think I saw. Oh, there's Billy Joe. She's certainly involved by the looks of things. Her car is wrecked. Oh, Richard Petty Jr.
Oh, Petty.
Richard Petty Jr. caused a collision on Billy Joe, putting her into the wall.
There goes Petty Jr. on the inside.
And slam. Oh my gosh. Not good for the JC Motorsports team. And things are turning even more sour for Richard Petty Jr. and his relationship with the team. What on earth? Why would he do that? I think it's just a pressure, but that is just shocking to see.
Very angry about the 43 car.
We don't know who won.
Driver the 36 car, also the owner of the team. What the fuck is that dude thinking?
it is set that Dylan Hayden will win the race in his number 48 under yellow. This will be the second time running that the race will finish under the yellows. Dylan Hayden is set to win his first race.
Are you sure? I don't think we'll have that many yellow flag laps.
They're gonna clean it up in time. We're gonna have a 2-lap shootout.
Yeah, we're gonna have a shootout, I think.
Don't think so.
Go up to the front.
I'm 13 is not going to happen.
That's our out on the pace car. Nope, I
No, they're
lied.
still on.
Still
They'll
there.
turn off this lap, I think.
No.
Lights are out.
No.
No, they're not. I think we might actually go to the end like this. We could have a 1-lap shootout on lap 40. Yeah,
Yep,
that's
one
now.
lapper.
We'll have a 1-lap shootout for the end.
If that happens, that'll be mental. Yeah. Oh,
We'll
what?
we'll have
Here's a 1-lap
shootout.
shootout. Drew Walker still have the chance. This is going to be it.
The 1 lap, last lap, the white flag will fly as well as the green. Both the green and the caution, or not caution, both the green and the white will fly at the same time.
Here we go.
Drew Walker is now under pressure from the
Anyone
two
could
cars in front of him. But this could be it.
It's gonna be the 48 and the 47. It's Drew Walker and Dylan Hayden battling it out.
If he can
Walker
take
tries to hide,
over.
that doesn't work. Comes on a back straightaway. I think he's gonna go for the low line this right now.
Here it comes.
Still on the
Drew
back
Walker
corner
is
of the
set to
48.
overtake.
Drew Walker, 47 Cadillac.
Oh, is he
Right
gonna
on.
make a one last pop? I don't think so. It's almost impossible in Indianapolis.
Let's see what happens here in Indianapolis. On the final lap, 47.
Not quite.
I don't think it's gonna work.
Well,
No,
sadly,
48. 48's gonna be
Dylan
the
Hayden will take his
first ever
win
win.
in Indianapolis. That's right. Dylan Hayden will take home the win at Indianapolis. The number 48
Yeah.
is well known for winning races, and Dylan Hayden has proven that the number 48 is the thing for him. Well, hopefully number 48 can continue to grow throughout the series and hopefully get more wins. But
That's
Dylan
an
Hayden has
independent
done it.
car, Dylan Hayden.
He's only independent, but still number 48 is really important to see, a car with that number up front. Dylan Hayden is certainly not happy right now after not being able to get on hold of Dylan Hayden at that last lap shootout. Cam Road up to an incredible third place in his number 88 car, Lowe's car.
Okay. Richard Petty Jr. is saying that it's not his fault. Usually, his team owner will come and defend him, but in this case, I will not. He fucking turned right into the 31. That's Billy Joe. He just turned right into him. There's nothing to defend him right now.
Billy Joe is certainly a victim in this unfortunate collision. In fact, both of these collisions has caused the yellow are both, both of the victims are women. Whoa, what just happened down there?
And unfortunately, JTM and HMR finished second and third. Again, quite poetic.
Well, we're gonna get cancelled now.
Mm-hmm.
Why cancelled?
Everybody hates us. I hope you know that, Steve. Everybody hates Leland and I.
Well, because of what he said, I don't know. Richard Petty Jr. is gone. He's retired. Arthur Xavier. Why did he retired? He's supposed to be the leader.
He got
He's
turned,
on the leader.
remember?
Well, they got turned, but I thought that, it's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be at the bottom. But anyway, I think it's just some sort of a scoring error.
I'm guessing he could have possibly had an engine issue after that wreck.
Potentially, probably done a Giuliano and came back to the pits in smoke. Well, this is interesting. Dylan Hayden wins the race. In fact, wait a second. Now come to think of it, this is the first time since Texas that we saw a Ford winning the race. That was, I think, Arthur Xavier in his number 96 car, McDonald's car. back at Texas.
He's now driving a Toyota this season.
That's right. That's right. He's driving a satellite team, a proper satellite team for the Hill Mix Racing Team. That is a Toyota number 51. Well, take a look down the top 10. Drew Walker obviously in second place. Kendrick Meeks. What? Kendrick Meeks in third place. Oh, my bad. I thought Cam Wright in third place. Kendrick Meeks third place. Cam Wright fourth place. Jameson fifth place. Yu Miyazaki sixth place. Solomon Sheridan seventh place. Jerry Chen eighth place. RiIey HiII ninth place. And Avery Hamilton 10th place. And that's all. And that leaves Cat Rose and Richard Petty Jr. out of the top 10. I think this is the first time we saw Cat Rose out in many races this season that she's finished outside the top 10. Only 2 places away, though. We'll take a look down. Well. Oh, Cameron Jr. Not surprised to see him in last. Well. Before we start wrapping up, let's take a look at who has done the fastest lap of the race. Dylan Hayden as well takes fastest lap.
Yeah, and we have some news coming from regarding next race and a new entrant to the roster.
A new entrance.
Hill Meeks Racing will now have its 7th car.
7th car. Well, a satellite team.
4 on the main team, 3 on the satellite.
But who? It's that RC.
Another new driver is going to be joining and rounding out the Hill Meeks / Leland Motorsports collection of cars that have a 5 in it with the 25.
Very interesting to see. So a new number 25 will join in. Wow. Well, we'll say good luck to him as he is about to make his debut for the next race. And that brings, I think, the end to our first US tour of races. No, not yet. We're going to Chicagoland next before we head off to Motorsport Canada. And well, considering I'm off tomorrow as well from work, probably do another 2 races tomorrow as well if I've got the time. So tomorrow we'll certainly have Chicagoland for race 7. And then maybe later on.
Phil feels very optimistic that this new pairing will work.
Hopefully that could bring a bit of a boost to the team. And hopefully, make the team unstoppable from all the other teams that wanted to catch them for the championship. They're, of course, defending champions.
They will be teammates with Nolo Hamilton and Arthur Xavier on the satellite team.
But of course,
whenever we get any driver changes to the main team, one of those drivers will be selected, whoever did the best, to join the main team.
But who will replace who replace who in the main team? That's the big question. Of course, you got
time will tell.
Well, we'll see. But anyway, we'll see about that for next race. It's time for me to wrap it up and then move on to the next race and Chicagoland hopefully tomorrow. Gotta confirm the time. But yeah, this has been a good race. Right. Take care, everyone. Thank you all for joining us as well as watching us. And then, it's been a fun race. Let's see if we can make this race better for Chicagoland. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you at the next race at Chicagoland.